simplifying rational algebraic expressions. So a rational algebraic expressions, so these are expressions in which two polynomials were divided, or it is the ratio of two polynomials. So it means we have the numerator is a polynomial and the denominator is a polynomial. So in simplifying rational algebraic expression, we will recall the process in factoring. So factoring the GCMF, or the greatest common monomial factors, difference of two squares, sum and difference of two cubes, perfect square trinomials, and the general trinomials. Okay, so we will go to example number 1. Okay, we'll go to the from simple to complex. Okay, for example, we have 10x over 20x. So how to simplify that one? So we will do step by step. Okay, so 10 is 1 times 10, then times x. Okay, 20 is 2 times 10 times x. So what you're going to do is you need to divide or just cancel. Okay, so cancel the common factor. So here the common factor is 10, then x. Then the remaining factors, you will copy that one. So in the numerator we have 1 and the denominator is 2. So this is the simplified form. Okay, let's try another example. We have 100 bc square over 75 b square c. So 175, if you analyze that one or observe or determine the factor, so we have 25 as the common factor. Okay, so 100 is 4 times 25, right? Then 75 is 3 times 25. Okay, next, b and b square. So b, copy b square, you need to break down that one. So it will become b times b. Okay, next, let's go to c. So c squared and c. So copy c, and c squared will become c times c. Then next is cancel the common factor. So we have 25, 1b and 1b, then 1c and 1c. So copy those factors which are not cancelled out. Okay, so here we have in the numerator we have 4 and c, so 4c. In the denominator we have 3 and b, so 3b. Okay, next example we have negative 24 m cubed n squared p raised to 5 over 16 m squared n cubed and p cubed. So factor out. So negative 24 is negative 3 times 8, right? Then 16 is 2 times 8. So we will go directly to the common factor. Okay, times, we have m cubed and m square. So here copy m square, then m cubed will become m square times m. Okay, next, we have n square and n cube. So copy n square, and n cube will become n square times n. Okay, next, p raised to 5 and p cube. So copy p cube, then p raised to 5 will become p cube times p square. So don't write p raised to 4 then p raised to 1 because we cannot cancel out the p cube. Okay, so make sure that if we have p cube, we have also the p cube above. Okay, next is cancel out the common factors. So we have start to 8, then m square, n square, then p cube. So what you're going to do is copy the remaining factors. In the numerator, we have negative 3, the m, and the p square. In the denominator, we have 2, and we have n. So this is the simplified form. We have 15 mn plus 10 rn all over 20 n p. So in my class, I will have to break down the polynomial. Okay, so here I can write here 15 mn, then 10 rn, then 20 and p. So we need to get the common factors. Okay, so 15 is 3 times 5, then times m times n. 10 is 2 times 5 times r times n. Here 4 times 5 times n times p. So what is the common factor? So here we have 5, we have n. So next is rewrite. So from 15mn plus 10rn, we can say that 5n times the quantity of. So we have to factor out the 5n. So the remaining is 3m, then plus here 2 and r, so 2r. Then in 20np, it will become 5n times 4p. Then the next thing to do is cancel the common monomial factor. Okay, so the answer is 3m plus 2r over 4p. (14) a squared b plus 21 a squared c all over 4b plus 6c. So again, copy or rewrite 14 a squared b, then 21 a squared c. So these are on the numerator, right? Then we have 4b and 6c. So by the way, you can go directly to the factoring here if you find it easy. Okay, so I just show you how to do this step by step. So we have in 14a squared b, we have 2 times 7 times a squared times b, right? Then we have 21a squared c, that is 3 times 7 times a squared times c. So in the denominator, 4b should be 2 times 2 times b. Okay, here we have 2 times 3 times c. So in the numerator, the common factor is this one. So copy 7a squared. Then the remaining is 2b plus 3c, right? In the denominator, the common factor is 2. So factor out 2. So 2, then the remaining is 2b plus 3c. So if you notice, we have a common binomial. So 2b plus 3c. So cancel out. So the answer is 7a squared over 2. A squared minus 1 all over a squared plus 2a plus 1. So you cannot cancel out or cancel a squared and a squared, okay? So this a squared minus 1 is an example of difference of two squares. So if we recall the process, so just square root the a squared, so it will become a square root of 1 is 1. So the answer is a plus 1, then a minus 1. Okay, so if you will go back to our previous discussion, so this is the answer, okay? The next is we have a squared plus 2a plus 1. So this is an example of a perfect square trinomial. Okay, so we'll go directly to the answer. So a plus 1, then a plus 1. Okay, there's 1 there. So what is the common factor? So we have this one, a plus 1, then a plus 1. So the answer is a minus 1, then a plus 1. So that is the final answer. A squared plus 4ab plus 4b squared all over 2a plus 4b. So in the numerator, this is a perfect square trinomial. So just get the square root of a squared, so that is a, then square root of 4b squared, that is 2b. So 2a plus 2b, then a plus 2b. Next, in the denominator, this is 2 times a plus 2b, right? Because 2 times a, 2a, 2 times 2b, 4b. Okay. So cancel out a plus 2b, then a plus 2b. So the simplified form is a plus 2b, this one, all over 2. So that is the simplified form. Negative a squared plus 1 all over a squared minus 1. So how can we factor that one? So we can rewrite this one into negative times the quantity of a squared minus 1. Okay? Then you can write here also negative 1. It's just the same. Okay? All over a squared minus 1. So we have the common factor, a squared minus 1, then a squared minus 1. So that is negative 1. That is the final answer. Okay, next we have a squared plus 5a plus 6 all over a squared minus 9. So a squared plus 5a plus 6 is an example of general trinomial. Okay, so we can factor this one into a plus 2, then a plus 3. Okay, so 2 times 3, 6, 2 plus 3, 5. Okay, a squared minus 9 is an example of difference of two squares. So we can write that one, a plus 3 times 2a minus 3. So the common factor is a plus 3, then a plus 3. So therefore, the simplified form is a plus 2 all over a minus 3. A cubed minus b cubed all over a squared minus b squared. So the factor of a cubed minus b cubed is a minus b times to the quantity of a squared plus ab plus b squared all over a squared minus b squared is a plus b, then a minus b. So the common factor is a minus b and a minus b. So next, So we can rewrite the simplified form: a squared plus ab plus b squared all over a plus b. So this is our simplified form. Okay, next example, we have 8a squared minus 18b squared all over 4a squared minus 9b squared. So in the numerator, you can rewrite that one into 2 as the common factor. So this will become 4a squared minus 9b squared, right? Because 2 times 4a squared is 8a squared. 2 times 9b squared is 18b squared. So the common factor is 2. So copy 4a squared minus 9b squared. So the common factor is this one. The answer is 2 over 1. So there's 1 here. If all the expression or polynomial are cancelled or cancelled out, so there's 1 there. Okay, so 2 over 1, or the simplified form is 2. Okay, we have this one. We have a squared minus 10a plus 9. Here we have a squared minus 6a plus 5. So the two polynomials are examples of general trinomials. So we can rewrite this one into a minus 9, right? And a minus 1. Because 9, negative 9 times negative 1 is positive 9. Then negative 9 plus negative 1, negative 10. Okay. In the denominator, we can write this one into a minus 5, then a minus 1, right? Negative 5 times negative 1, that is positive 5. Negative 5 plus negative 1, that is negative 6. So we just go directly to the correct factors, okay? So cancelled out. So the remaining is a minus 9 all over a minus 5. And this is our simplified form. Okay, for the last example, we have 3a squared minus 18a plus 27 all over 3a minus 9. So we can rewrite this numerator into 3 as the common factor, then a squared minus 6a plus 9. So I'll go directly to the factored form, okay? So 3a times a squared is 3a squared minus 3 times 6a is 18a, and we have 3 times 9, 27. So all over, this one will be 3 times a minus 3, right? Because 3 times a, 3a, 3 times 3, 9, right? So we can cancel 3, the common factor. So this will become a squared minus 6a plus 9, then a minus 3. And this one is a perfect square trinomial, okay? So this will become a minus 3, a minus 3, all over a minus 3. So we will cancel one of the a minus 3 and this one, a minus 3, okay? So next is, the answer is a minus 3 over 1, or you can say a minus 3, the simplified form.